Welcome to Cannon Fodder TV and the big Sunday show and Interlol. It's going to be it has been. It's going to be a boring week up until Saturday when we do play the enemy. And yeah, we're going to be going through the preview for that game as well as going over the game yesterday for the Arsenal ladies. So. Yeah, with us is Richard. Richard, how's it going?
Good, thanks, Paul. Home, refreshed from work, and raring to go.
That's good. So yeah, no, we got a bit to go through regards to the derby. We've obviously got the international break and players playing when they're hardly playing for us, and kind of just really kind of just going over those bits really. But yeah, just join us and we'll tackle it after a little musical intro. Um, Anyone in the chat, please leave a message, ask any questions, and get involved. But yeah, join us after this. So yeah, Richard, London Derby Day. What does that day mean for you?
Well, it's the biggest fixture in the calendar, isn't it? It's the only fixture to worry about. The other games are just bit part players. It, it, you have to win that game. It's for the rest of the week to be great and not have any banter from the sister-in-law or that. So, and it's the only game that you've got to. I don't care about the performance; just win it.
Yeah, it's one of those. I've got to say, I work with a load of Tottenham supporters, and yeah, the amount of grief you kind of get every time. It was from the game against Sporting Lisbon where they're ducking off early and saying, "Oh, I'm going to go and listen to the Champions League music," and and then end up. End up struggling and losing that game. So it's quite nice. But yeah, no, I'm always nervy about those fixtures, even when the result was kind of a foregone conclusion. You kind of knew that Arsenal would go in and they would lump one on Tottenham, and yeah, they'd get the results. There'd be the time when we had the 2-5-2s in a row at home. But yeah, it kind of goes with the patch, doesn't it? Where you play, and it's normally
just recently home team has been winning. It hasn't always been the case. No. I mean, before that, it was usually the team that scored first usually lost, but just recently it's gone to the home teams. And let's be honest, you can't knock. They've got a decent team, so it's going to be a tough match. But there are our local rivals we don't want to lose, and that's the thing. If you're going to do anything, don't lose. Anything, a draw is not going to be the worst. It's still going to feel bad, but it's not going to be all doom, gloom, and horror. Just don't do what you did at their place and capitulate and do silly things.
Yeah, no. So
like you did at Brentford, get yourself defensively strong. Get yourself, if you're getting your shots, make sure they're hitting the target and be efficient in front of goal. Because the one thing I've seen from the sort of highlights I've seen of Tottenham is, and I did watch the Leicester game. They're not we're not pressing for the whole game. They press for a little while, and then they're dropping back, and you're getting space. And to be honest, that left the game two from set pieces they conceded, and two from mistakes from their own players, giving the ball away in their own defensive third, and they scored. And then you had two wonder goals from Son. I mean, he scored a hat trick, but two of them were wonder goals. So it's not sort of as if Tottenham were hugely impressive. They were Leicester were defensively poor, and they capitalised on the mistakes. It flattered them, to be honest, and I haven't seen them so far play anything that them coming to us would scare me. I would say we've got to respect that they will sit back and they will try and hit us on the counter, like United did. So we're going to have to be strong there and strong defensively. But let's be honest, United was the only game where we weren't strong defensively, and you had Lokonga in the midfield, not Partey, and he's not that experienced to play that role like Partey does. Partey's not a number 6, but he's got the experience, and he's got a bit of nous about him now. Atletico Madrid, he wasn't a 6, he was more of an 8, but he's come to us and he fills that 6 role because he can, and he's probably the best we've got at it.
Yeah, no, I can. Yeah, understand. I've just seen we're not going live on Cannon Fodder.
I did wonder why we weren't getting messages in.
Yeah, no, let's. It's a bit weird. It's a bit
I
strange.
have to go for all again.
The gremlins are out. So what's going on?
Yeah, it says live in the top corner, but
Yeah.
you got no. Doesn't seem to be a.
Yeah, we should be streaming across.
Let's have a look. Turn this on quickly and have a. Because it should. I mean, it should be.
Yeah, we're going live in the North Bank, but.
Is it the Cannon Fodder one?
Yeah. Let's quick look.
Looking at YouTube.
Just a quick check and. Yeah, I think we're gonna go back live again.
Yeah,
and we'll try and we'll get it back up and running on all things. So let's have a look.